Okay, welcome to our Tuesday noon central call. Team Legacy Peak, my name's Jeanette Batruba. I'm a presidential marketing director with the Juice Plus company, and I've been with them for 23 years. So welcome to our Tuesday call, whether you're watching us live or the recording on our Facebook page. We have two great Facebook pages. One is our Team Legacy Peak page, which this should be playing on, and the other is the Healthy Living Community page, where we all contribute great health tips. So I'm going to encourage you to make sure all your partners are on both and make sure that your customers are on the Healthy Living Community page. So number one. Number two is we are having troubles with the live streaming part of Facebook. So until we get more details and find out a little bit more, we will not be live streaming for a bit. Okay, and then the other thing is next Tuesday is July 2nd. So Independence Week, I'm going to call it. So we will not be having a call. Welcome to everyone that's just jumped on. We will not be having a call on July 2nd. However, that morning of July 2nd, if you are in the St. Louis area, it's the perfect thing to invite moms to be with children to Pioneer Park. And we'll be putting the flyer out again. It's called Orange You Glad It's Summer. We're going to be doing it on July 2nd and July 9th. So 2 weeks in a row. And it's just a play date. But there at the play date, we have samples of Luminate. We have complete treats. We'll have healthy snacks like oranges, celery, carrots, maybe cut up apples, grapes. And it's just the perfect, easy introduction to Juice Plus for moms to be. Of course, they bring their kids, the kids play, there's a sprinkler there. It's the cutest park in the world, so I cannot encourage you enough. We'll have a rollout there, and that's the apple rollout with all the ingredients. So we don't have a hardcore Juice Plus presentation. It's a soft presentation, and we have all the stuff on the table. So we've had a couple of them already, and if you're not in this area, I'm going to encourage you to maybe start doing those on a regular basis. I really know the moms and the kids both love it, and it's a great way to introduce them to Juice Plus. Okay, so tonight, again, if you are within driving distance of Kirkwood, I am having a Branson Boot Camp wrap up here at my home. I've got a lot of you that were at the Branson Boot Camp that are going to be sharing, so I'm really excited about that. Give everyone a little training for being in front of the room, which is such an important part, I believe, of growing your Juice Plus business because it's personal growth. So we had, I think, close to 25 people at the Branson Boot Camp this weekend. It was incredible. We haven't been able to have one for a couple of years now because of COVID. And this one really was just better than ever. It was incredible. So the facility was incredible. We'll be doing it again next June, some weekend in June, either the second, anyway, not Father's Day. It's either going to be the weekend before Father's Day or after, but it was an incredible place, College of the Ozarks. And I was completely impressed. Our house was gorgeous that we stayed in. Carrie Brummett, Tricia Smith helped find that. The only problem is we just weren't there long enough. So next year, maybe we'll have to see if anybody can stay an extra day or, yeah, I like staying an extra day. Anyway, we had some great trainers. One of them was Dr. Phillips. And he is probably the most requested speaker in all of Juice Plus. Dr. David Phillips. He's a Harvard graduate. He is also an Ironman triathlete, and I don't think he does triathlons anymore, but he's done many of them in his day, and he is an incredible speaker. The cool thing is, so many people loved his talk. The cool thing is, he has very similar talks on oxidative stress and the athlete. And he said, we're all athletes because we're all getting through life. We're all working, and, we've got to plug in every day. And, but some are elite athletes. If you're pregnant, you're going through an elite athlete situation during pregnancy. But he has very similar talks in a couple of different places, but on the YouTube page, and you will just absolutely love it. So is there anyone on the call that wants to comment just real quick on Dr. David Phillips? I've seen him probably 15, 20 times. It's always amazing. And I'm taking notes like crazy the entire time. Anybody that was at Branson want to comment? I know some of you are at work and can't really talk. Okay, then we have Lisa Pebbles, which she is, I don't know her new title, but she is, let's see if I see it here. She is Senior Director of Global Product Training now, and she has overseen every process of Juice Plus, the growers, the seed, the encapsulation, new product innovation, how we make our products better. She spoke 2 different times, and I mean, she just makes you feel so comfortable and so good. She taught us how to read labels, which was unbelievable. She had some comparison with Juice Plus and Balance of Nature and Juice Plus and AG1. She didn't really say the names, but we knew exactly what she was talking about. And they just simply don't have the research. And when you know how to read an ingredients label and you read it closely, you will not be wanting to take those products. She said, I would not take these products. There's no research. They're not NSF certified. And it just makes you feel so confident that this is the end all be all. Juice Plus, like I've always thought, will be on every kitchen counter someday. Juice Plus will be in intensive care units, feeding patients that are trying to get their health back. How are they supposed to eat raw, crunchy food, raw fruits and vegetables when they're on a feeding tube? So these 2 people were just amazing. Dawn Rathman and Jackie Klein put the weekend together. Dawn Rathman had a piece where she taught about the cycle of what we do in this business. And she has this, I don't have the card in front of me, but she has this awesome card that we can obviously reach out to your upline, reach out to me. We can get you some of these cards. It's just an amazing tool to teach. So we'll be sharing that a little bit tonight. Let's see, we had an athletic panel, an athletes panel. It was amazing. We had a really fun speaker. Some of us, that was our favorite, was Stacy Turner. She's from the Arizona area, I think. Anyway, she has this great DMO planner, and she was very transparent about being stuck and getting unstuck. We had a panel about inviting to events, which our own Julie Silke shared. And Julie had just one little great tip I'm going to share. I know she's on the call, but looked like she was driving. Julie said that she invites people the last minute. She doesn't invite everybody last minute, but the day of, she invites people last minute, fully expecting them to say no. And you're like, well, that sounds crazy. So she fully gives them a way out, right? But she started the conversation. And then she can say, and we have our next event. Julie's talking right now. Julie, you want to share anything? She's like looking at me. Jeanette, don't call on me. Anyway, she did. She had an amazing training. And also this DMO helps you realize, okay, who have I talked to? What have I said? Who do I need to reach out to? What can I do next? Anyway, Julie, bravo. It was
I'm
Wonderful.
so sorry, Jeanette. Were you talking? My daughter called me in the middle of the call, so I missed what you said.
No, I was just saying you did such a great job, and I loved the way you shared that you invite people as just like a little strategically last minute because that gets the conversation rolling.
Yes. Yeah, it's a game changer. It really is. So,
Okay,
in
share
fact, it's
about that
funny.
for half a second.
Yeah, Carrie, what's her last name? She's Dawn's friend, Carrie Radna.
Radloff.
Ragnar. Yeah, she got in my Voxer today and just said what an aha moment that was, because she said she has all these people on her team and they're really working on it. Their whole thing is, if I build it, they won't come. And she said they have this mental block. And so they actually almost sabotage themselves because they invite so last minute. But she said what you're doing is taking that and then using it to your advantage. So maybe you didn't get a chance to invite, but you do, but then you don't not follow up, right? You turn it to your advantage. You don't leave it with, yeah, right, and shoot yourself in the foot because you just invited them 4 hours before, right? No, you invite them, you get the conversation going, and then you turn it. And now you have a warm invite, right? They've already said, yes, yeah, invite me another time. It totally changed the dynamic.
That was the key thing you said. You turned a cold invite into a warm invite because the
Yes.
next time it's going to be a warm invite, right? You've already
Yeah,
talked to them. I think
exactly.
that was brilliant. Anything else you want to share?
Oh, well, I mean, I to me, the boot camp is one of the best things we do. I love it. Every time I go, I'm so glad. It's the smallness of it, the intimacy of it, actually being able to really feel like it's just all applicable. It's put on by the field. I mean, I love conference and that's put on by corporate and that's a big vision, but I love the things that are put on by the field because it's the field teaching the field and it's always so right on what I need to hear. So I can't say enough about the boot camps for sure.
And they're a little bit of fun.
Oh, and they're a little bit of fun. Absolutely. A little bit of fun for sure.
A lot of fun. Anyway, we were proud to have you up there. You did a beautiful job.
Well, thank you.
All right. Okay, so where am I? I'm kind of lost track. Okay, so one thing that I've already implemented in the past, but I've re-implemented starting this morning, Julie Muse and I both got on the Empowered in 1 Hour Zoom this morning. And I am just going to tell you, if you want to grow your business, here's the ticket, guys. It is a concentrated 1 hour, and they tell you exactly what to do. And every 10 minutes, it changes. So it's, reach out on Facebook, make a post, uh, follow up with customers, invite. So they have 10-minute sections. And then the very final one is like they call a little love tap. It's reach out to someone on your team, tell them how much you care about them, tell them how much you appreciate them. And that, you might want to drop the hint that why don't you jump on this Empowered in 1 Hour with me? And they have them at all times. So I love Doug Farrar is an NMD with his wife down in Florida. And he does the one in the morning, which is 7 Central. And believe it or not, you think, oh, can I really reach out to people at 7 a.m.? That's when I get the most responses. And today I was so thrilled that I actually reached out to this person who I talked to a little bit about Luminate. She's on Juice Plus. And I knew she was traveling big, like long European month travel. And so I remembered, oh my gosh, she was talking about Luminate before she left. And I reached out to her and just said, good morning. I didn't say anything about Luminate. I just said, how are your travels? I know you're back in town. They looked amazing. And she said, hey, Jeanette, oh gosh, I'm so glad you reached out to me. I need to order Luminate. I didn't say one thing about Luminate. So by 7:30 this morning, I already had an order. So I'm just telling you, and then all kinds of feedback. I know a couple of you that I missed so badly. And Branson, I reached out to you and sent you a little message. Does that make you feel good? I mean, I truly missed you. So it's just this great hour. And then guess what? You can go about your day and feel so good about what you got done in that hour. So anyway, let's see if there's anything else. Of course, there were other things. There were mindsets. Um, and oh, they talked about boards, which was an amazing training by Angela Meyer. And then just living inspired and dreaming. So I know we have a dinner and dream, couple of them coming up shortly, and I will get those out. But between now and 4th of July, we have tonight at my home, and you're all welcome. You're all welcome to continue to invite. We're going to have brats and baked beans and potato salad and watermelon, just like a good old summer meal. And then we're going to share about boot camp. So I'm really excited. All right. So I really wanted to focus on um, customer care this month, and we've kind of danced around it a little bit. And last week we had a great video. But so this week we have another video, and Carrie Brummett is going to hit play, and we're going to play it for about 15 minutes. I think it's like 21 minutes. So I really would love for you guys to go back and implement some of her ideas. This is Dr. Rachel Smart. She's done calls for us before. And we will post this so you guys can watch it in its entirety. I love it. I've been doing this 23 years, and she has some of the best tips. Okay, take it away.
Quality customer care and to how to avoid cancellations or at least navigate them in a better way, and also to help you circle back to customers that might have canceled. And it's really about loyal customers, having high integrity. And also, if you do that, you're going to be able to get more leverage in inviting people to partner with you and to have lifelong customers. They're really the bedrock of our business and our paycheck. So before I forget, I just wanted to let you know too, this is not a customer care training per se, but I wanted to let you know some of the things will overlap with what you'll find if you go to thefreedomrevolution.com, enter the training under customer care. You have an incredible resource to review. I did. I'm a leader of the company, and I reviewed and I learned some things and reminded of some things. Courtney Shaw did a great video. It's a very short video, but very profound, of really how to do exceptional customer care. It has PDFs that help you know. I kind of downloaded some of these, but they're the basic 101 checklist. They have a 201, a little amplified 201 version of doing more exceptional customer care. They have customer care profile sheets. They have a Juice Plus experience sheets and some welcome letters that you can use for talking points. You can email them out if people like to get emails, and gives things to talk to children about as well. And then it has a lot of images and graphics. And what I've done is I just went out and grabbed my little book. I've had this for years. It's a big old book, but it's a customer care book. And I keep a lot of my clients, if I tab them after the first 4 months, that I use the questionnaire from old to the long time. The formats have changed, but on the back, I put in little notes that regard to the customers so that I can better serve them. I can follow up, and sometimes I keep them in the notes section of the phone. So you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be present and making sure that we're trying to do a good job, and we'll find our way through the mess of the wonderful things that we get to do to bless others. But I just want to make sure we're directed there to have a base. So today in my training, I'm going to do 5 things. Number 1 is to help you understand why customers may cancel, the top 5 things that customers cancel for. I think awareness is the key to change. The second thing is how to avoid, through education, better conversations and have a clear expectations for you and your customers so that you can serve them better. I'm going to give you some personalized support of how to navigate some real conversations, community involvement, engagement, how to give some incentives and rewards to build those better relationships, keep your customers, become more engaged with their needs, and have a leverage tool support them. And then I'm going to share some things at the end. So anyway, I'm just going to go over, and recommend you get your pencil and paper ready and take good notes. And we always are trying to fine tune this, but if you know, you'll do, right? Know better, you do better. Before I begin, I just wanted to make sure too that you know you're certain you're going to lose some customers, even with good care. But I can promise that you'll keep most of your customers with great care. The first thing is people are going to quit if they're overstocked in product because they're not being cared for, and we let their box ship out without notice. So it's really a responsibility, it's respect to make sure that they know when their box are going to be shipped out. And we want to make sure that we help set them up for success so we can adjust the orders. But if we don't, and we let boxes ship out without communication, throwing people into a pool, expecting them to swim without having help and guidance with little conversations, you're going to dampen relationships. And that's something we want to do. So understand that's really important. So how we do that, how we prevent that, is to have a clarification on the first conversations, and then that first 4 months. We talk about what they're expecting, what they've done before, what they know about Juice Plus. It's going to help heal and restore and bind toxins, and it often can unveil problems. It never is going to cause any issues. And we help them create habits of taking Juice Plus, and tips, that are also in the training that I mentioned above with the freedomrevolution.com. They give you some other tips as well. So for the sake of time, go look at that. But we give them habits, get them to be a habit of taking Juice Plus, how the shipments are coming out, how come the 4 month is a blessing, because they're able to upfront it and pay in monthly installments for their gift. It's a gift. And we also have ways they prefer to connect and communicate. So you want to keep records of that. Be a professional. The second thing is I like to add in that conversation up front is I like to get to know them a little bit better too. So I know if I'd like to invite them to partner, I'd like to see about referrals. And I use the acronym FORM. And I just ask, tell me about your family so I can serve you better and know how to share things. O is for occupation, but I say, what do you do for work? Or what does your husband do? So I can kind of know what to send them, or keeps them on my radar. What do they do for recreation or fun? What do they like to do? So I know what to include them into with some of our community events and some of our Wednesday wellness events. And then M is for what really matters to them. And so that I can talk about, have you ever considered, lifting a financial burden off your husband? Or if you're considered sharing and being part of something amazing with community, it gets me and you a way to navigate better conversations. And then we can know what to leverage the additional support. The second way people often are canceled is because their credit card has declined, and then they went into collections. And what's happening now that's so wonderful is that we often would have to go to our just customer genealogy report, which we should still. We look for the D's, and the D's for decline or C's for cancel, but now they're actually showing up in our myjuiceplus.com, and they're the company's emailing us to remind us to call the people that have declined cards. What a blessing, so that we can call them. We need to make sure that we do not cause angry people to get triggered because they go into collections and they think it's going to go on their credit. It is an in-house collection, but it has to be fixed, or they can't get their product, and they end up having to pay the whole box off in full. They may not even realize that, and that gets them angry, and they don't want to do it. So make sure we keep that relationships there. The third thing is I wanted to address we want to discuss and talk to them, the customers, about gas or detoxification or any digestive issues. So up front, or that first or second conversation, is tell me how you're taking Juice Plus. Are you experienced any detox? Our fruits and vegetables detox the body, and talk to them about getting in a rhythm. And if they have some struggles, we end up going slower. And what I like to tell my customers, that the soldiers within, sometimes they're really sleepy and sluggish and they don't want to do the work. They fight against, and they're untrained. And so when we start giving them nutrition and ammunition, they know how to better work. So I give them a recording that we find in some of the resources on gut health, detoxification. There's graphics in our boards. It's an app for those that are new. Boards is a system of filing system we can pull from to give you support and tools and aid into digestive issues. So cover that up front, and don't be afraid to talk to them. Get them in good rhythm. The fourth thing is avoid having customers pay in full. We have a gift the company offers to allow that 4 month supply, that box of Juice Plus, with the different products we have, to be paid in installments, 4 month installments. And it's broken down to be a 2-digit number, not a 3-digit number. So we want to make sure that people like seeing that 2-digit number. And I tell them consider it part of your grocery budget. And it's a gift. I use it as a gift that instead of I don't want my money taking out, I go, you get to decide when your card is withdrawn with your credit card. And it's a gift. They let you have all your Juice Plus, and you can take it as you go. What a blessing. So help people pay on installments and tell them why. What a blessing. It is part of your grocery budget. The fifth thing that I wanted to share is that people cancel if you do sloppy follow-up. I've had people that I'm working with that they get frustrated because they have a cancellation, and I said, tell me about how your follow-ups have gone, because we're supposed to have there's a rhythm that we mark out. Getting the order in is just the beginning. We work on maybe the 5th day, the 15th day. There's little markings. What is it? The 5th, the 14th, the 30th, and the 40th day, the 60th day. Put those little trackers in your calendar. There's different systems to use, but make sure we're checking up regularly. We don't just say, how are you doing? They can say, great. And then you say, well, let me know if I can do anything for you. That is called a sloppy follow-up. And we don't want to wait till the 4th month before they check in and they realize they're not taking it. They forgot, they put it in their closet, not out on the table. And then we don't have a loyal relationship with them, and we didn't set up with right expectations. So for an example, to do a better job of following up, you want to say, did I call you at a good time? Call them, text them. Can I call you? I just wanted to check in for a few minutes. And maybe you want to say something that I like to do is kind of do a little posturing and power up statement before I ask them how they're doing. I say something like, I'm so excited that you've made this decision to make your health top priority. I'm excited about you and your family getting healthier and really elevating that protection through raw fruits and vegetables through Juice Plus. It's simple. Tell me about, and then I remind them why they started. Like, I remember when you said that you wanted to have more energy and more better sleep or regularity or less, struggle with digestion or whatever. I remind them, and then I ask them, how are you doing with starting out? Or how are you doing your first week, your 4th week, your 3rd month? And then I may reiterate some stories to anchor that. If I hear words like it's a vitamin, I try to say, I used to think it was too. I listen for words in a conversation and reinforce their excitement, and then solve any challenges with make sure I give them other tools to listen to reinforce that. A story, I'm searching. And if you're new, you ask your sponsor to help you do this, okay? So we want to make sure we do better customer care by asking better questions and better posturing. And you can really have better conversations and helping people with a smile, good energy, and just going back to remind them of why they started.
Okay, it is 12:29, so you got to go finish the rest of it. We'll pop it in there, right, Jeanette? Pop it in.
Yes, we will. Okay, and I'm also looking on boards for some of the customer care follow-up stuff. So be sure to check boards. Remember, we are going to learn how to point people in the right direction. And I just went on boards and found some cute images. I have a couple new customers and I sent them a little image of a little truck, little farm truck. It says farm fresh delivery coming soon. Give me the thumbs up if you when you receive yours. So it's just a way to just stay in touch with people. I love it. You're going to love the end of Rachel's video. So I'm going to really encourage you to finish it and watch it a couple times, take notes. Okay. Any other comments? Next week, we will not have this, so it'll jump to the next week, which is July 9th. I hope to see you all tonight. I've still got people saying they're coming. I'm so excited. And we're going to have a great time. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful 4th of July. And please reach out, finish this month strong, and let us help you. We've got so many things we could share with you, but our time is up, and we love you.
I just want to say one thing. I want to say happy birthday week, Jeanette. Jeanette's birthday is the 4th of July, our little firecracker, our little own firecracker.
Happy birthday, Jeanette.
Everybody say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jeanette.
You guys are so sweet.
We love you.
Okay, thank you. George wants me to tell anybody that's coming tonight, we can only park on one side of my street. Anyway, I love you all. Happy 4th of July. And thank you, Carrie, for doing all the tech. We're going to record this and we're going to put it in our Facebook page, just not live streaming for a while. Okay. Adios.
Happy
Bye.
birthday, Jeanette. Bye.
Thank you.